So that is something that the station advisory group and the community is going to have to talk about. So this is what we heard so far. We heard a lot of different things about different things that are desired, right? In terms of much more deed restricted income restricted housing. We heard the desire for the Civic Plaza public space, right? And we heard from some people in terms of a desire for some replacement parking. So what's gonna need to happen in terms of the process after, I mean, people can give us their opinions now, but in terms of what's actually gonna be decided, will need to happen not as part of this plan, but part of the station advisory group, because there's different trade-offs that the community needs to weigh in about. Extremely low housing needs a whole lot more public money, which is fine. This is what the community policy discussion about, but it costs a lot more per unit to be able to develop. And where does that money come from? Some of it comes from Berkeley, and some of it comes from federal and state, like low income housing tax credits. So this is exactly the kind of conversation that it's a policy decision. You know, if you want more, very, very extremely low housing, then that means it's a commitment for the city council and for Berkeley taxpayers to say, we want more of Measure O housing bond money to go for those units. If there's more amenities that people want in terms of parking spaces or more amenities for the plaza, then that costs money, and that needs to come from, it's all a balance. And these are all things that need to be talked about as a community. So that's something that needs to be resolved with the station advisory group, as well as further discussions in the community. It can't be resolved in the plan.
$30 billion in low-income housing money that has not been spent in their life. $30 billion.
So the station advisory group that you're speaking of is all the interested parties and a space being held for the Berkeley Flea Market in there. Is that what you're speaking of?
Exactly. But I mean, that's where the mayor and if you have ideas of like how that should work, the process, who should be on it, that kind of idea, or things that you think, you look at the objectives and you're saying like it should be more detailed here, it didn't include this. Those are things that you can let us know about.
And when does the station advisory board get put together, or that group get put together?
So I don't know if the mayor and the council member and Bart are gonna look to that over the summer or in the fall. It's not something that's gonna happen immediately, but it's gonna come. Like some proposal for that should be coming in upcoming months. But I don't know exactly when that'll be decided yet. Mm-hmm. But you can be sure that either I or people from the council member office, etc., when there is a proposal for a process, or further discussion about that, you will be included in the conversation.